Like we once said in the military, if it ain't raining, we ain't training. Let's go. Well, it's a beautiful December day here in Pennsylvania. Yep, sarcasm. Little roads are wet, a little rainy out, but it's like 60 fucking degrees out, so yeah, why not get out for a little rip? I'll say this, it didn't start raining when I left the house, but here I am now. But it's just a little spritz, be home in a few, no big deal. So the big question going around on YouTube right now is motovlogging dead? And there's a couple ways we can approach this. Has the algorithm kind of killed motovlogging, or is people just tired of seeing the same old shit? I don't know. I mean, that's the $1 million question. I know Ryan from Full Throttle Hog has covered it, and he tends to believe that it's not dead, but I know we're kind of, you know, butting up right now against the shorts, and it seems like YouTube shorts are becoming a bigger and bigger thing now, and I don't think we're going to be able to get away from that. I think it's just nature of the beast, because you're you know, you're competing with TikTok and Instagram and Facebook shorts as well. So YouTube at some point had to kind of put something in there to stay competitive. But I think all in all, motovlogging still has its place. I know the motovlogging and motorcycle community in general has a very small piece in the grand scheme of the YouTube world. And I just think, you know, maybe as time evolves, as we evolve within the motovlogging community, you know, you just might need to change it up a bit. I know for me this year, I changed it up quite a bit, wearing either a half shell helmet or no helmet, and having a media mod on my GoPro and sitting there talking to it and being able to dial in the audio that way, and going and having that face to face, right? Instead of you looking at me, you know, covered up in a mask and stuff like that. Shit, it may be a better look for me, who the fuck knows? But I know, you know, the premise of my channel this summer was, you know, riding with buddies, going to rallies, going to a bar, going to a restaurant, or doing a moto camping trip, and just capturing that and kind of narrating that whole trip as well throughout. And I personally, once I started doing that, I really enjoy doing it that way. This type of motovlogging right here, it's not my forte. I don't feel like I'm really good at it. Some people do a phenomenal job with it, but I don't think I'm that guy. I know, like Ty from Tennessee as well, he covers, you know, he has a very good perspective on it. You gotta go check out that video, and I'll put the link up here. But he has some pretty good views about it. I know everybody has their style with motovlogging. I mean, there's certain motovloggers that pretty much do the same exact thing, but they have different topics, which is fine. For me, I try to do it my way, my style. You know, I mean, you gotta look at $1 Million Bogan. He goes on these trips, and I think, you know, he travels the world, but he sits there and he yells in the fucking camera. But you know, that's his style. I mean, that's it. And you know, I think he does a fantastic job of capturing the moment. Does a good job of video editing, narrating. So, which brings me to my next point, is video editing, right? So I think that's part of the evolving as well, is the video editing, and being able to change things up, you know, with transitions and audio and that type of stuff too, and just bringing something different to the table. I'm not here to preach about, you know, how to grow your channel, how to become a better motovlogger. You know, I don't have that kind of experience. All I can say is that, you know, for me, this is my style, is mainly me going out and doing rides with the brothers and sisters, for that matter, and capturing it on film, and just kind of different angles where I'm holding the camera up to the side or in the front, where I got them behind me, or if they're in front of me, I'm capturing it that way as well and narrating that trip. And I feel like I do a pretty decent job with that, and I really enjoy that style of motovlogging. But I think there's a place for all of it. I think this style right here, where you do the B-reel with the cameras going back and forth and talking about a topic and pointing things out along the side of the road, here's a place for that too. The 360 camera, most people have that. I do not. I may get one as part of adding to my 2023 camera gear or toolkit. I'm looking into it. I know the military biker Scouts, he had one when we were out at Sturgis, and looking back at some of his video footage, fucking amazing with that 360. I mean, you don't miss. The key to that whole camera is you don't miss anything. Like, you have it all. You're catching every angle with just one click of a record button, which I find pretty amazing. With the GoPros or the DJI, you got to move it around, you got to attach at different places, you got to capture different angles. So, but I think motovlogging is here to stay. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think there'll be some I think people will change the way they do it a little bit in the future. And I don't think it's a competition, like, oh man, you got these views, I got that. Personally, I don't care about that. I don't care about the views per se. I just want to put out content, capture it, and I kind of enjoy watching it. And then for my kids too, maybe one day they can look back and say, oh, that was my dad and this is his videos, and just kind of have a story for them to look at. So but yeah, that's my thoughts. If you don't mind hitting the like button, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, I cover motorcycle trips, installs, and some moto vlogging as well. So if you don't mind, or if you like that kind of content, please consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. And until next video, guys, stay motivated.